Hello guys, welcome back to Chris Poly channel. This video I want to share about Global App update for 10 June 2022 maintenance update. But be noticed, all content on this Global App video was recorded on Global App server. So this is all content that will update on our live server in future. And mostly all this update will implement on Korea live server for next maintenance update. And following outside Korea server, if they already feel this content already ready to release outside Korea server globally. Okay, to enjoy watch my video, make sure you turn on this video subtitle, and also you can use timestamp that I already provide to go to target topic that you want. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notification to get any update and guide on Black Desert World. Okay, let's start this video content using any feature that I provide. Okay, this is official website for Global App update at 10 June 2022. And for this week Global App update, they just bring any content that they already mentioned on last late night talk with Per Abyss at 3 June 2022. Okay, first future update about tier 5 pet. At least on this week Global App update, they just reveal more detailed info about this tier 5 pet. Actually, if you watch my previous video on Black Desert Weekly News at first week June 2022, I just mentioned about some leak for tier 5 pet. On in this week Global App update, they just reveal tier 5 pet user interface, and any tier 4 pet which already reach level 10 can be transformed to become tier 5 pet, and there are no limit how much pet that you can transform to become tier 5 pet. But take notice, only one tier 5 pet can be active at one time. So make sure you choose carefully which one tier 4 pet who have reached level 10 that you want to level up to become tier 5 pet, because even you can transform all your tier 4 pet, you only can activate one tier 5 pet at the same time. And to tier up your tier 4 pet to become tier 5, you need to do some prerequisite quests that you can get it from Black Spirit, and you need character who have reached level 60 or higher to get this prerequisite quest from Black Spirit. And be notice, this quest you only can do it once per family, and this is the material that you need to tier up your tier 4 pet to become tier 5. This translation from Korean language is King Feeder, that you can craft this item by simple alchemy 3 of this material at the region of growth. This is new item that you only can purchase it from Old Moon Shop that have price 60 million silver for each piece, and you need 10 pieces of this item, so you need 600 million silver to get this item 10 pieces, and also magical fragment 40 pieces, and fine wet leg plum 800 pieces. And when you process to tier up your tier 4 pet to become tier 5, this is guaranteed chance when using this King Feeder to get tier 5 pet. But be notice, any tier 5 pet that you already transform cannot be returned to become tier 4 pet. And if you have tier 5 pet, when your tier 5 pet is active, all other active pet will have additional 15% speed to loot any item. And for pet that you already promote to become tier 5 pet will have their unique ability to be increased by 1 level. For example, if that pet have combat XP plus 4%, when this pet tier up to become tier 5, they will have additional 1 level to become 5%. And also example for life, for 100 HP at tier 4 to become 125 at tier 5. But appearance for tier 5 pet will not change. Even you use appearance change coupon, your tier 5 pet will same as before. And also there are no limit to tier up your pet to become tier 5, but only one tier 5 pet can be active at the same time. So be careful, they already mentioned about this tier 5 pet. If you tier up all your pet to become tier 5, you cannot return all those pet to become tier 4 anymore. And because only one tier 5 pet can be active at one time, you cannot activate all other tier 5 pet at the same time. So be careful about this. Make sure you choose any pet that you want to tier up to become tier 5, and make sure you didn't tier up all your pet to become tier 5. So to prepare this tier 5 pet, you only need tier 4 pet which already level 10, and also prepare these 2 material, either magical shard that I already share how to get this magical shard from this video, and also this crafting material fine like with plum 800 pieces that you can get it by processing lightweight plum, or you can purchase it from central market if have stock. And for other material, region of growth, this item you only can purchase it from Old Moon Manager NPC. You just need to prepare 600 million silver to purchase this item 10 pieces. And when this update come to our live server, you just need to go to NPC OB Belen at Old Wisdom Tree to tier up your pet to become tier 5 by using this feeder that you already processed. process. Okay, next feature update about ocean content that they already mentioned on last Late Night Talk with Per Abyss at 3 June 2022. They will reduce entry barrier to do any great ocean content. Okay, first thing that they will revamp is reward and loot from any sea monster. They just increase and adjust any loot item from all the sea monster. And they also categorize its grinding zone for its sea monster grinding zone to become like this, following on this table for its need. And also they adjust Egress favor point that will consume when killing this sea monster, following on this table. And also they just adjust seawater crocodile grinding zone from 2% party to become 1% only. So in future you can grinding more easy on the seawater crocodile grinding zone by solo. They will reducing monster on seawater crocodile 40% less than before. But the good news, you still can party with 2% because any loot on the seawater crocodile can be loot by 2% in party. And also in future, if you want to level up your sailor or your character combat and sailing experience, you can grinding on Fada Bin Sea to kill any ship on this location, because in future they will boost sailor experience, character combat, and sailing experience either for your sailor and your character. And also they just add new loot item when you killing large sea monster. As you can see, this is new trash loot that you can get from killing any large sea monster that have price 100,000 silver for each piece. And I hope by adding this new trash loot, you can get more silver by grinding any sea monster as your silver income. And also in future you can get special rare item, this fang item, with low chance when you killing some large sea monster. And you can exchange this fang to become blue whale oil or blue whale tedon for each piece of this fang from any Crocoin vendor NPC on any area. Or you also can sell it to any NPC vendor for 300,000 silver. And also after this update come, they also will increase central market price for any item on this list, either any kind of whale tedon potion and elixir, blue whale oil, blue whale tedon, coral crystal, and elixir of the deep sea. And also when you crafting sunset blackstone from Ilia Island workshop, they just reduce work volume from 10,000 point to become only 500. So this is will faster your process when crafting the sunset blackstone using your worker. And for example, if you using worker who have work speed 150, this is will take you 20 minutes to craft the sunset blackstone. And also in future you can get Verdan blackstone from Morco NPC that you can find it at Velia City near Jetina NPC by exchange certificate item. And also in future they will add new instant regional quests to get sea monster essence from Arsasi around Ilia Island and Noxy around Lema Island by defeating 2 pieces Hungry Ocean Stalker and by defeating 2 pieces Hungry Hekaru around Lema Island. And also they just revamp how to crafting material to upgrade your ship to become Galeas or Caravel. You can use one type material, 300 pieces, instead 3 kind of material to craft one type of this crafting material. And also they just reduce number material to craft Galeas or Caravel. If you want to craft Caravel, they just reduce seaweed stock requirement from 6 pieces to become 4 pieces. And also if you want to craft Galeas, item requirement for tight-dyed standardized timber square, they just reduce it from 6 pieces to become 3 pieces only. And also they just add more information on item description for Verdan Blackstone that you can get this item from any source, so you can more easily identify how to get this Verdan Blackstone. Okay, next about class balancing. On this week Global Lab update, they just add some class balancing for some class, especially for ninja class. They just buff some skill damage for this ninja class, but for PvE only. For PvP damage still same. And also they just increase this skill critical hit chance from 30% to become 50%. And effect buff when activate this skill, they just change it from evasion to become increasing all AP plus 12 for 10 seconds when using this skill. And skill effect to taunt any nearby monster, they just remove it, and instead that they just increase this attack range skill. And also they just change requirement to use this skill from using combat source 15 point to become using 200 point stamina. And also another class that got balancing is Corsair, but for Corsair class I think this is buff for this class because they just increase this skill damage that work not only for PvE but also for PvP. And for any other class like Sorceress, Kunoichi, Dark Knight, and Guardian, they just fix some issue, but I think this is not too a big deal. Okay, next feature update about item. Once again, they just implement their plan that they already share on last Late Night Talk with Prebis at 3 June 2022 about reducing weight for Imperial Cooking and Alchemy box to become 10 LT only. And as you can see, this is for example for Imperial Cooking and Alchemy box that they just reduce its LT to become 10 LT only. So in future when this update implement on our live server, you can craft this Imperial Cooking and Alchemy box and deliver it more faster than before. And also still about item, that they already plan to expand any recovery item that you delete in game. They just make all item on this list to become recoverable from your trash bin after you delete it by accident or not. And next about central market price, in future they will increase upper limit for price for any kind of alchemy stone, either destruction, protection, and life. For blue rank, they will increase it to become 8.1 million silver, and for green grade, they will increase it 5.4 million silver. And also price for Veil Fine Powder, they will increase it to become 4.68 million silver. And when this update come, they will remove availability to get Veil Fine Powder box from any Crow Coin shop. And also they will increase price for any kind of like stone, especially for high price like stone, to become 5 billion silver. And next about new recipe for purified like stone that you can craft, they just revamp this recipe to become needed new item that if I translate it from Korean language, this name is magical like stone crystal, and its recipe you need 10 pieces magical like stone crystal that you can get this item by exchange any kind of like stone, either imperfect like stone or any kind like stone that you have, to get specific number magical like stone crystal as material to craft specific purified like stone. And you can do this exchange from daily sign NPC on any city. And next they will change duration to eat 115 food and any buff scroll to become following on this list. And for more detail for its food and scroll, you can check on this video description. I already put link for this translated website in this video description for more detail. And next improvement for Liana toolbag, they just improve this Liana toolbag so you can replace any kind of gathering tools more faster than before. You just need to click new gathering tools to replace any tools on this Liana toolbag. And for more detailed guide how to get this Liana toolbag, you can check my previous video. And next they will add mass summoning scroll for Manshaum scroll that you can get this Manshaum scroll by combining 5 pieces voodoo doll. And this Manshaum scroll, previously this item is solo scroll that you only can do it alone, but if you do this mass summoning scroll, you can do it in party. And to find this NPC to mass summon scroll this Manshaum scroll, you can find this NPC at this area on map, especially at Kamasilvia region at this area near Lemuria Beacon Tower. And this is all item that you can get from doing this mass summon scroll for this Manshaum scroll. And for more detail how it's work, this is same method as mass summon scroll for Ancient Relic Crystal and same method as mass summon scroll for Pilave scroll that they already released previously. So you can check both of this video to know more detail about this new mechanic. And next about monster, once again on this week Global Lab update, they still tune some mechanic for any Calpheon monster zone. And for more detail to prepare this Calpheon Elfia realm, you can watch my previous video about preparation for this Calpheon Elfia realm that you can get more information about anything for this Calpheon Elfia realm before this content released to our live server. And also for Givin Russia Temple Underground, they just tune some drop rate for some item on this monster zone, either increasing to get Capra Stone, add some item, especially for Spirit Stone of Destruction and Trace of Memory, and reducing to get some item like Elkar Crystal, Crocodile Stone, Forest Fury, Wind Swaying Shard, and Pure Forest Spirit from this monster zone. And next future update about mount. In future, if you want to use this auto sprint function, they will reduce its requirement from training level artisan 1 to become training level professional 1. So you can use this auto sprint function when you're reading any kind of land mount more easy than before for any character in your family. And this auto sprint function not only work for horse but also work for camel, miniature elephant, peridot Sedot Forest Wagon, and any Kansai exclusive mount like Sai Donkey and Alpaca. So in future, you just need to achieve training level Professional 1 to activate this auto sprint function for any kind of your land mount. And next about notification system, in future they will reduce notification to become only show if you get any item with blue grade or higher. And also for item like Blackstone that have red grade, when you get this item, they just remove this notification from your screen. And also when you get hard or sharp black crystal shard, they just remove cheering motion when get this item. And next about item description user interface, because they just change background for this item description to become have color depend on its item grade. In future they will make some option on your game setting to change this item name color to become white instead following from this item grade color, because as you can see, some people get hard to see this item name which have same color with its background, so you can switch it to become have white color for its item name. And also some improvement for user interface, and then some another minor fix and change, but I think this is not too a big deal. Okay, that's all Global Lab update for 10 June 2022, and special thanks to all my membership for direct support via Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership, and also my current member Dubiadut, Jimmy Snake, Doki, Angel, Homi, Ayrton, Kesuban, Killsteel, Wemi, Jan Andres, Token R42, Kaimana, Demonite, Cozy, Selusos as gold member, and also all my silver and bronze member. Thank you so much for all your direct support. This will make Chris Poly channel running and growing more faster. If you want to support me directly, I will very grateful. And as special thanks, I will put your name on my video, depend on your support level. And be noticed for some level there are have some limit, so make sure you didn't get run out for this limited space. And I will put your name on every subsequent video that I release for the duration of your support. And if you want to join my membership to support me directly, you can go to any platform for Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership. I already put link for this membership on this video description, or you can check on top right of this video. I already put card for Patreon link. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe to my channel for another guide and update. Thank you for watching. See you next time.